Oh, nice. Big B's hands. Might show off what these do later. Hello, 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 welcome back! It is time on the A side again to just go through and I'm gonna do all the harbor quests except one. I will not be touching the waterworks today, mostly the ones out here along the wall, except for one, maybe two. You can tackle these in any order. They're not really connected to each other like we had in Korthos, so you can free to skip them if you don't like them. Just yeah. So the first one I'm gonna do is this one right here by Brother Augustus. What he wants us to do is go into this gambler's den and break it up. This one's fairly easy. Just run in, bash some things up. That's about it.
You dispatch the guards with ease. The way into the gambling hall is clear.
So here we got a split in the path. We can go either direction. I'm gonna go to the right first. Yeah, and then pull the lever. There's another lever like that on the other side. We need both of them. Do I have a throwing item? I do. Alright. I'm gonna leave this one alone. I'll come back for it. Alright, there's actually a secret door here if you interact with these runes here. But each one requires a different ability. And it looks like none of mine are high enough. What would it ask us for? Dexterity, wisdom, or intelligence. If you have a high enough of any of those.
A small mirror is mounted above the cabinet on the northern wall of this room. A large, ugly fellow approaches with murder in his eyes. Ramsay Morcourt falls to his knees and then flat on his face. His business will offend the church no longer.
Of any of those stats you can get in here. But because I don't, I'm just gonna have to smash that last table and get out of here.
You've wrecked enough tables to satisfy Brother Augustus.
I don't like any of these. Alright, how's my inventory looking? I think I was starting to get a bit full. One more page? Alright, I can do that. Alright, now we're going to actually fulfill our promise to Fitzpat Defense and go in here and find some smuggled rubies.
This place stinks of kobolds and decaying trash. Vermin scurry away from your footsteps.
Take care of this shaman up here before he causes much trouble. Oh, I had to turn my volume down. This guy slept through that alarm. What a maroon. Hey, you're blocking the ladder. That was messy. I think there's an extra thing you can get. You pull this lever, you can fight a scorpion for some reason. I have a feeling that shaman was meant to pull the lever and bring a scorpion out.
Kobolds are milling about in the space beyond, rummaging through trash and spitting curses at one another.
I'm missing a key. It's in this chest here, don't worry. Ow. Alright, and now from that door onward, we need to start smashing crates. If you try to smash any crates in here, you won't find any of the rubies. They're actually inside the warehouse here. Ow. You can, again, go in any direction you like. This quest is actually very freeform, how you can take it out. As soon as we get one to drop, I can show you what you're looking for. Oh, yeah, right there. This ruby right here. You need to find 10 of them. Take care of this guy. Now, the reason why I'm smashing every single barrel is it's a bit random. There is actually the potential to have more than 10 gems drop in this quest. It used to be you could actually smuggle a gem out yourself. I don't think you can do that anymore. But it used to be you could get 11 gems and then keep the extra. Like, couldn't do anything with it, couldn't sell it or anything, but you could keep it. Oh goodness. Anyway, I'm gonna go down the middle first. Get this guy's attention. And that, by the way, you're letting him run over there and open the door. It's the only way to get that door to open. you cannot, as the rogue, search for it and find it. And that's important because sometimes there's a rare encounter behind here.
Chant and shriek nonsensically as they caper about a crude shrine to strange gods.
Okay. Alright, next I'm going to pull this lever. This will open both of these doors here. There's another chance at a rare encounter in this little cove here.
Rickety barricade here blocking further progress.
Alcove. Cope? Alcove. Cubby hole. Take care of this shaman. It's been a while since I've seen a gem. Oh, thank you for coming down. Alright, here in the southwest corner we have a shrine. This door will close after a few seconds, so you don't have to worry too much about it. I think. Or does this one stay open? I think this one stays open. Some of them will close after a few seconds. So if you're like a ghost attached to a soul stone or something, you won't necessarily be able to get into the shrine room without help. This door's closed.
You flinch as an unseen web clings to your face. Below, chittering voices rise in hungry anticipation.
Ow. There's our mischief bonus. Two to go. Oh man. What's that do? Acidic and sneak attack. Oop. Oh. There's our Vandal bonus. You want to run straight up the middle. One ruby remaining. I'm going to hold off on picking it up. So I'm going to finish getting experience. Ah, dang. Alright. As you can see from my Q targeting, there's a chest behind this door. Ah well. Alright, that is our conquest bonus and our ransack bonus. Alright, go ahead and pick up that last ruby. Hallowed and Death Block. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my pockets out a little bit. Alright, the next quest up the hill here is Garjung. He dropped his badge, some kobolds picked it up, he tracked them back over here, and now we gotta go get it. Or more importantly, we gotta go clear out this hideout. No, you don't. Hey, Maduro. That was fast. Alright, what do we get? Hey, we got his vest. I'm already wearing better.
You hear a mechanism sliding open in the distance.
Alright, here, if we need it, is a shrine. Okay, okay, that's scary. Oh no, oh no, oh no, okay. Hey, wait a minute.
The door is locked tight and can only be opened when the runes are lit. Look for the two mechanisms that will unlock the door when activated.
Alright, the first one is in here. Rackmail. And Grimdark the Quick. I think you can get up to 3 rare encounters per quest, and it's somewhat randomized as to which ones you get and whether or not you get them. And with these, sometimes they can appear in the same location. Charming and Spell Sight. I don't need either of those. Alright, now for finding the lost badge. There's actually 2 different ways you can find it.
By breaking the crate, you have revealed a hidden passageway.
If you have a high enough strength, you can actually open this door. Otherwise, you can just jump over the crates.
This area of the hideout appears to have been sealed off deliberately. The only means of opening the gate is by brute strength alone.
I just did that.
Spiders have heavily infested this area of the hideout. No wonder it was sealed off.
Alright, focus down the Black Widow. Alright, here's the last shrine of this quest. I don't think I need it. Blood Knuckles. Okay, trick to fighting ogres. He'll buff himself, haste and rage. Then he has a multi-attack where he just swings his arm a whole bunch in a chain like that. If you're a somewhat squishier character, you're gonna be careful. At the end of it, he tires himself out. So that's a chance to rush in. If you're a well-built character anyway, you won't have to worry about it. Just, hit him before he does too much damage. Hardy, negative resistance. Tempting, but it's about the same armor bonus, so I'll skip it. Evasive and insightful combat mastery again. Interesting. Next quest up the hill is Stealthy Repossession, provided by Lesto Half Price. I will be doing this one in a separate video. I'll make a separate video for this one. So aside from that, the only other quest on this side of the top of the harbor is this guy by Felix de Caneth to go do a tutorial on crafting. That will also be its own separate video. And this brings us to the northern half of the harbor. So, I think I'm gonna kind of grab this corner here and then zigzag my way around until I reach the bottom. So I'm gonna start over here with Garrison Felmar, who's dropped his tools in the middle of a troglodyte den. Oh no.
As you enter the sewer, Garrison calls from above. Be careful down there.
Alright, I forget which way is forward. It's not this way. This way must be forward. Oh. Where is it at? Who's this? Okay. This is gonna be important discussion. Oozes. Okay. Let me get this all resituated. What was there? What even was there? I don't remember. Okay. Oozes. Acidic little blobs that you punch and kick and they slap themselves at you. If they hit you, they will damage your armor faster than anything else will damage it. If you hit them with a weapon, any kind of weapon, any physical weapon rather, they will eat at it faster than anything else, like faster than hitting an undead with the wrong damage type. There are some exceptions to this, but for the most part, you don't want to go using your really good weapon on oozes, if at all possible. So as you're exploring, if you hear combat music but don't quite see an enemy, you hear a loud squishy plop, that's your cue to swap to something that can hit oozes. A whole bunch of sentries here. I know he's there. There he is. Because I've played the quest before. I remember there's an ooze in here too. Yep. Saw the water move. So the water actually reacts to your movement. It also reacts to non-player character movement. So if you have your graphics up high enough, you can actually tell where monsters are if they're trying to sneak up on you through water, like that. Alright, with that, we reach our first fork in the road. Here is the first shrine room of the dungeon. These pneumatic doors will close after a few seconds. I do sense a secret door here. Can I find it? Yeah, I can do this bonus area. Oh. Did you see that? That ooze spawned in and then immediately stealth. Now we see it approach. Punch and kick it, try not to get hit.
The section of the sewer tunnels appears less traveled.
Checking these because sometimes there's a chest. Yeah, not great. Alright. Hi. No one's coming up. There it is. Oh. Is there another one here? No, okay. Hey, Kistler, come fight me. Ah! Oh no. Phew! Okay. That was close. Magnetic Orb of Illusion. There's another shrine back here in case you were having trouble. Now why would I pull that lever, you ask? All that. Chance at another chest this way. Don't see one. Hey, yo, what's up?
You notice a dim signal crystal above a lever on the far wall. Metal grinds on metal, and ripples spread across the water.
I think that's what it's for.
metal grinds on metal, and ripples spread across the water.
That's interesting. Sometimes when I trip with the Great Axe, I will trip multiple enemies. As long as each one gets hit by the same movement.
You leave the festering sewer water, only to be assailed by a pungent new scent.
Alright, we have Conquest. I can just focus the guy. Deceiving goggles of spell penetration. I'm not a spellcaster. What are you doing? And there's this pack by the brazier here. Oh, did I? Alright, the next quest in line is this one with Filver Sharpwood. Who's got a gang of thieves going through his warehouse. I'm gonna go clear it out. Level 4? It'll be fine. Now, this is a fair bit different than it used to be. There's way more enemies now. Way more enemies. So it used to be 1 or 2 Quickfoot gang members behind these explosives. Now it looks like 5 per corner. Bilge rat thieves instead. No, only 3 here. Interesting. Alright, so the main thing to avoid getting hit by the explosives is to just let them come to you if you're a melee character. And if you're a ranged character, just go ahead and blow them up. The game does not penalize you for blowing up these barrels. Come on, you know you want to. So this used to be the other quest that taught you about the reach of your weapon by punishing you through damage for accidentally exploding these.
thieves gone, Filver's goods are safe and secure once more.
There's that first objective completed.
The thief laughs as you approach.
That pipsqueak sent you to take us down all by your lonesome? I'd like to see you try.
Yep. And here's our replacement guild, Thieves Guild for this quest. Build rats. Mithril. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and lock that away for later. Yes, yes. Lock that away for later and later indeed. Alright, how am I looking on inventory space? I can probably do one more quest. Alright, Dirk the Deranged. What's your secret? You don't have a secret. What if I tell you your secret? Yeah, whatever, bird. Alright, there's two Kobold Brothers in this den that are fighting it out. And also, this guy right here. This guy tells you all about oozes, destroying everything you ever loved and dreamed about in this game.
You wish all these bones were a little cleaner. The air reeks of rotting meat.
Yeah, balls. I hear it. Weird. Secret door?
A troglodyte. It must be a hired henchman. Where there's one trog.
Ooh, it's a big one.
The floors, walls, and ceiling drip with ooze. It quivers as you approach, perhaps in anticipation. A faint vibration passes through the floor. The troglodyte henchmen have been slain.
Yeah. Alright, I can't really avoid this, so... Ow.
The bulging chest in this room could only belong to one of the Kobold Brothers you've heard so many secrets about. The first of the Kobold Chieftain Brothers has been slain.
Before I leave this room... First of all, there's a shrine here. Second of all, I want to turn this valve.
The rear section of the sewer has been opened.
Now, unfortunately, that does not open this door. It opens this one.
Smell that unmistakable odor of another troglodyte. But this one, the troglodyte shaman, has been slain. This room stinks a little less than the rest of this foul place. This probably marks it as the lair of a prince among kobolds.
Alright, before I take care of this guy, where'd that other valve go? That's his chest. Oh, there it is. Aha! Dang. That is a specific item I was hoping to get. Alright. Take this guy back to his room.
The second of the Kobold Chieftain brothers has been slain.
Now, why would I want repair amplification if I'm a squishy? Hey, I know your secret. I know your secret. Abjuration focus with a bunch of different elements. Ooh, mighty bracers of intimidate. Oh. But the spear block 2's actually been doing us very well so far. That's a tricky trade-off. Go ahead and take it, but I don't really want to put it on. Wrong button. 2 more up here. 3 more up here. Alright.
You have set foot on the infamous Butcher's Path, a gauntlet that has inspired many grim tavern tales. As you approach the dead end, you hear softly padded feet skitter behind you. It's an ambush! You successfully fended off the ambush.
Yeah, this quest is fairly straightforward. Not much to talk about, just take care of the casters in the back, because they can do shit like this. Ow. Then use your cleaves and area attacks against the whole group. Alright. Looks like I won't be getting the secret doors here. was weird. Alright, first shrine of the dungeon. Of course, of course.
Countless kobolds scratch and scurry somewhere very close by. You wonder if these underwater pipes might lead to further slaughter.
Ow. Nope. Ow.
The stench is worse in this room. Down the hallway, you see a pop. You have slain the troglodyte champion.
Yes. Okay. I finally pulled the weapon that I'm basing this character around. I'm gonna lock that. Ooh, that's a good one too. Alright. Alright, this here. So many suspicious sealed off stairs with a blank wall. This here's an ambush. I walked past him without noticing. Alright. think, last shrine of the quest, and this one is also a very funny shrine. Imagine coming over here, being at like 2 hit points, and trying to rest, and then getting hit by those. Ooh. I was very upset when that happened to me. Alright, potential rare encounter here on the right. Hey, we got one. Alright, the exit's just up this way. Nice. I kind of want to get the XP bonus before the end quest, so let's see if I can draw his attention.
Butcher's path and lived. No easy feat, even for the bravest of warriors.
Oh, and a feeding battle axe. Okay, well. Ooh, Death Block Belt of Strength. Oh, or a half plate of healing amplification. I'm gonna get the Death Block. Alright, now I am going to, because I finally have a weapon of the type that I'm wanting to wield, I'm going to go ahead and, do I have enough? Should have enough for this. Reset my enhancement tree. And then pick up heavy blades instead of the axes. We're going to take our action boost again, the haste boost. We're going to take, what are we going to take now? 6 action points left. Let's go ahead and pick up Spiritual Bond. And I'm actually going to take a break from this for now and switch back to the human tree pick up a melee and ranged power boost, and then an action surge for strength. And then I'll go ahead and finish off with the weapon specialization. So now, I can accept. When I do my haste boost, I should also get a bonus to strength, in addition to just attacking really fast. Now, there's a difference between great swords and great axes. It's going to be a bit different. Hang on, let me get to a weapon shop. There should be some blanks in there I can use as a reference. Melee weapon vendor. So, I suppose I could have come in here and just bought a great sword from the start. I'm going to compare these and kind of show you some of their stats here. So, from what I understand of it, the meta for a two-handed fighter currently is to use a great axe. Because when you get a critical hit with a great axe, it's a ×3 multiplier rather than a ×2. I'm not as interested in that. Now, the chance to get a critical hit on a greatsword is a little bit higher with a 19 to 20, but it's only a ×2 multiplier. Most melee fighter builds that you see are going to be trying to go for as much crit as they possibly can, so they can hit this ×3 multiplier and do way more damage. Me personally, I prefer hitting more consistently. But at the end of the day, it's all personal preference, and you don't have to go for a meta build if you don't want to. I'm going to go ahead and sell these swords back. Ooh, much better, much better. All right. I got a bobble at some point. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Yeah. Now, what is so great about the sword I just picked up, though, is it has keen, which means its threat range is doubled. So it used to crit on a 19 to 20, now it crits on a 17 to 20. 20% chance for a critical hit, even though it's ×2. Very good, very good, very good, especially early on here. So what's going to mean is I'm going to be more consistently doing critical hits. Alright, the next quest in the line to do here is Dalsamere Corridor.
The librarian cheerfully agrees to show you his collection. He leads you below the tower, then motions you closer to speak.
Essentially, this guy has stolen a tome. We're here to steal it back. Just don't tell him I said that.
The air is chilly and damp. Despite this, the books seem bone dry. Magic must be at work here.
There used to be a way to toggle between running and walking, and I don't remember... Unless that's not this game.
The librarian scans the
No.
shelves, muttering to himself. Best wait for him to leave before trying to steal Dulcamara's books.
Oh, walk mode. It does exist. Ooh, wait, but what key would I put that on?
The librarian has left the room. Quick, obtain the book and return to Dulcamara. The librarian's voice shrieks, "I know your true intentions, thief. My traps will be the end of you."
I guess we gotta go further in. Alright, to the left we've got a treasure bag. An adventurous bag, sorry. To the right is a lever. Alright, that's this side done. Now for the other side. Alright, this room's gonna be a bit tricky. There are runes on the side here. I'm not smart enough to use them. So this is just gonna have to keep going. Ow. Ow. Alright. And pulling this lever does not stop these. Ow. Backed up with operator. Oh. Ow. Alright, here's the shrine after all of that. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, we were not smart enough to use it. Can I trick these guys? Yes, I can. Ow. That hurt a lot. Oh, but I'm not smart enough to turn that off.
You have found what you came for. It is time to leave this vile place.
I'm not sure what pulling that does. Alright, next to last quest over here. Come over here and talk to Callum de Kenderick. Gotta go in and escort somebody. Oh, but he got stung, so we just gotta go in and finish the job.
A skittering sound beneath the floor sets your nerves on edge. With a final spasm, the last scorpion collapses.
Ooh, adamantine blade. I have to lock that one as well. Alright, now to jump off a cliff. Using Featherfall, of course. Whee. And now inside the leaky dinghy, there is one more quest we can acquire. This quest brings us out over here. Osgood's basement.
Across the room, you see an iron defender. The beast looks fierce. Approaching the creature may cause it to leap to action.
said it would be. Some clever searching may reveal its whereabouts.
What? Can you speak up? I can't hear you through the bit crunch. Yeah, who's this?
You see one of Osgood's men making his way down the tunnel ahead. He hears you approach and starts running. Alright, up the ladders. I forget. You gotta pull one of these to open the way forward. I forget which one, so I usually just end up opening them both. You hear the grind and clatter of machinery from below and to the... You hear the grind and clatter of machinery from below and to the west. It sounds like something heavy is being ratcheted into place.
So good thing we all remember which way is west. Anyway, you need the lever here.
You hear the rasp of stone against stone from somewhere above, as if a massive barrier is moving aside.
Oh, come on. 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 There we go.
An iron... The secret path ends in a well-kept warehouse. The town attempts to growl in defiance. The metal beast can only manage a whimper. You lift the case and slide it onto your back. Quickly return to the Fairlane representative.
Nothing I really want. Dragonbane? That's tempting. Alright, there's one more quest to do. I'm all tuckered out. I need to stop the recording and try again tomorrow.